हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू स्टडी विद आईना। आज की जो वीडियो होने वाली है, इट्स गोइंग टू बी ऑन द टॉपिक फोटोसिंथेसिस 1.2 फोटोसिंथेसिस फूड मेकिंग प्रोसेस इन प्लांट्स। सो लेट्स स्टडी एंड द concepts of photosynthesis. Leaves are the food factories of plants. The synthesis of food in plants occurs in leaves. So we all know that whatever the plant it is producing the food, it's all produced by the help of leaves. All the synthesis, all the making of food, it takes place in leaves only. Therefore, all the raw materials must reach there. For processing, the material should reach there. Water and minerals present in soil are absorbed by the roots and transported to the leaves. So, how is the process going on? First, all the raw materials must reach there. Now, how the raw materials will reach there? By the helps of roots as well as leaves. First, as we can see, water and minerals present in the soil, they are absorbed by the roots. As roots are present very in deep the ground, they are penetrated under the ground. So the minerals they get absorbed by the help of roots, and then all the minerals they get transported to the leaves. Now the carbon dioxide from the air is taken through the tiny pores present on surface of leaves. Now, what is the meaning of pores? Pores are the small holes, and carbon dioxide is a gas. So, carbon dioxide from air. Since air is a mixture of different gases, carbon dioxide is taken from air and it gets present into the surface of leaves. Now, these pores are surrounded by guard cells. Such pores are called stomata. Now these pores, these holes, they are surrounded. In the neighboring of these pores there are guard cells, and such holes or such pores where guard cells surround the pores are known as stomata. Water and minerals are transported to the leaves by the vessels which run like pipe throughout the root, the stem, the branches and the leaves. As we all know that in our houses and in different buildings, with the help of pipe water is transported. So such like that, plants they don't have pipes but they have vessels. So with the help of vessels, all the necessary minerals as well as water, they run and they get transferred to the branches, to the leaves, through the stem with the help of root. They form a continuous path or passage for the nutrients to reach the leaf. It's not like that they will do random motion, they will it's not like that they are being transferred in any uneven manner. They form a continuous path. Now, if you want to learn about more transport of materials in plants, we are going to see in the chapter number 11. Now, the leaves they have a green pigment called chlorophyll. What is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is a green pigment that gives color to the leaves. So, why the leaves are green? It's all due to chlorophyll. It helps leaves to capture the energy of sunlight. This energy is used to synthesize, that is, prepare food from carbon dioxide and water. Since now the synthesis of food it is taking place in the presence of sunlight, that's why this process is known as photosynthesis. Because photosynthesis, it is made up of two words. Photo it means light, synthesis is to combine. So with the help of light, the plants are able to make the food, and this process is known as photosynthesis. So we find that the chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water are necessary to carry out the process of photosynthesis. So there are certain criteria, conditions that are required for the fulfillment of photosynthesis. What are they? First of all, chlorophyll, then sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. It is a very unique process on the earth. The solar energy it is captured by the leaves by the help of chlorophyll, and they are stored in the form of food. So sun is very ultimate source of energy for all living organisms. Sun gives endless energy to all of us. But can you imagine life on the earth in the absence of photosynthesis? If photosynthesis will not happen, how will be food prepared? And if food is not there, how can animals as well as humans exist? Now, in the absence of photosynthesis, there would be not any kind of food. The survival of almost all living organisms directly, it may be directly or indirectly, but it directly depends upon plants, as plants only make food. So besides oxygen, it is very much essential for the survival of all living organisms, and oxygen is also produced with during photosynthesis. Now, in the absence of photosynthesis, life would be totally impossible, because if photosynthesis will not happen, neither we are going to get oxygen nor we are going to get food. So, without air, without food, can humans survive? No. During photosynthesis, chlorophyll containing cells of leaves, in presence of sunlight, use carbon dioxide and water to synthesize carbohydrate. This process is represented as an equation. As we can see, carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, it is giving carbohydrate plus oxygen. This diagram represents the photosynthesis. Since you can see the sunlight from sun, it falls onto the leaves. Now chlorophyll is present in the leaf. It captures the sunlight. Now oxygen from atmosphere, it is enter into the leaves through different pores. Oxygen as well as carbon dioxide, and from roots, here you can see by the help of diagram, water and different minerals, they are being transported into the leaves and to the all parts of plant by the help of roots. Now during this process, oxygen is released. Now the carbohydrate, ultimately it gets converted into starch. Now the presence of starch in leaves indicate that occurrence of photosynthesis. This starch is a kind of carbohydrate only. So now here we can see synthesis of plant food other than carbohydrate. It's not necessary that only carbohydrates are produced. Other plant foods are also produced. You have just learned that plants synthesize carbohydrate through the process of photosynthesis. The carbohydrate, they are made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. These are used to synthesize other components of food like proteins, fats and other components. But protein, what are protein? They are nitrogenous substance. What is nitrogenous substance? Nitrogenous substance is a substance which contains nitrogen. So from where do the plants obtain nitrogen? Recall that nitrogen is present in very abundant in gaseous form in the air. So but plants cannot absorb nitrogen directly. That's why soil has certain kind of bacteria. It converts the gaseous nitrogen into usable form, into the form which plants can accept it, and release it into the soil. These soluble forms, they are absorbed by the plants along with water. Also, you might have seen that farmers, they add fertilizer rich in nitrogen to the soil for effective nourishment of the plants. In this way, the plant fulfill the requirement of nitrogen along with all other constituents. Plants can synthesize components of food other than carbohydrate also, like proteins and fats. So here our topic 1.2 gets completed. In this video, we saw all the process of photosynthesis, how it occurs, what are the necessary requirement and conditions required for it. So students, in our next video, we will see our next topic, other modes of nutrition in plants. Thank you.